AFTV Turkish, poor performance by Arsenal today. Another 3 points drop and back-to-back defeats. This is always going to be tough here because they've got an outstanding record, but the manner today.
Oh, welcome to the easiest running out of the top fucking six.
Well, on paper it was.
It's not on paper for who? With 5 away games. Look how we've done in them.
No, but on paper, it's easier to be going to some of the, Crystal Palace on paper, they've not beaten us for what happened. They've never beaten us at the Emirates.
That was
we
the
lose
surprise
that.
for me. That was the surprise. This is not a surprise. This is not a surprise. Look at our Watford performance last week. We won 1-0. They was down to 10 men, and they put it on us for the rest of the game. Same with Everton. And, in the Everton game, we had Ozil playing in front of who? Nene and Guendouzi. All the fans were like, El Nene and Guendouzi were behind him. How can you say it's Ozil? This time I heard a fan say to me, he didn't have nothing in front of him. What's going on, Rob? And it's not just Ozil. Most of these players.
Well, I was going to say that you pick out Ozil, and I know it was just the guy we were just chatting to picked out Ozil as well. The guy standing next to me said, "Rob, I bet you after the game everyone's going to pick out Ozil. But at the end of the day, you're 3-0 down. The keeper's made 2 bad errors. 3-0 down, and he goes, I don't care. Even if you've got Cristiano Ronaldo, you're in big trouble." That's the situation was we're 3-0 down at the end of the first half. And in the second half, they just basically put everybody behind the ball and just said, all right, try and break us down, which we didn't. And they try and catch us on the counter, which they nearly did a couple of times.
Listen, City make mistakes, Liverpool make mistakes, Barca make mistakes, Real make mistakes. Their star men get them out of difficult situations when need be.
Not at 3-0 down, though.
Yeah, but where was he at 1-0? Where was he at 2-0? And I know you said it's Leno's fault for them, but it's the second goal, defensively, there was 4 guys lining up for a header. Yeah. Even if Leno didn't come out, the likelihood of them scoring, it was a hell of a lot. The third goal, we gave it away and put him under pressure. Yes, it was poor.
All the goals was poor defending.
Poor defending,
right?
Poor all round.
The first goal, listen, it's a great free kick. I'm not blaming the keeper for that. And I don't even want to blame the keeper because he's been so good for us this season. But you have to say,
do you know the guy?
The second and third goal, he's got to save those Turkish.
Do you know the guy who said to you that we're going to pick out Ozil after the game? Do you know him personally?
No, I don't know him. He was just a guy that I was just talking to. I met for the first time.
I hope he's watching you. Who do you want us to pick out, mate? Who should we pick out apart from our star man? Emery played the strongest team today. We've got our star man there playing in the position he wants to play in.
It's his fault, though. You picked him out.
It's not his fault,
is it?
Moving forward,
you're 3-0 down. It's not his fault. That's what I'm trying to say.
3-0 down, but he didn't create nothing today, Rob. So that is his fault. It's not his fault for the 3 goals conceded. But a star man at a squad can galvanise a team during the match, can pick it up and move forward, direct running. Did he beat any player today? No. Because that's not the man he is.
That's not his game, though, is it? We know that.
But you know why I pick him out? Because for Arsenal Football Club to move forward and to improve our squad, it's no use selling a Iwobi, who's I was a critic of earlier this season. But when he's on like 40k wages, what use is that moving 40k wages on in the summer? We need to look at the star man at our squad, and he is not performing. To improve our squad, people like Ozil on above 300, people like Mickey on 220k, people like Mustafi on 90, 100k. They're the players we need to look and move on. What has Ozil done at this club that we support him so much that we're like, what has he done?
No, I'm just saying that it seems easy again to pick him out. I don't know. Lacazette was dreadful today, and I love Lacazette as a player, but he wasn't moving. He wasn't, when the ball came up to him, it didn't stick. He was very, very poor today. Lots of players were very poor. I'm not too sure if Ozil was the worst player on that pitch. He was demanding the ball. He was trying to do something. But it was just one of them. You're 3-0 down.
When a big team loses, who do you look at?
You do look at your big man. I understand that.
That's the full stop. Like, end of the day, every time Arsenal lose, we're going to have to look at the big man, the main man, the star man, whatever people like to call him. The guy that sells all the shirts in Dubai. The guy that makes us the worldwide brand we are. Fuck off, man. Ozil right now is shit. He's a has-been. His quality is gone. He hasn't got the heart, the determination, the fight left in him anymore. Fuck off, Mesut Ozil. I'm done with you. I'm done. Why should we keep him?
What are you picking on him for?
Fuck him, he's on 350k, Rob.
So what?
Who should I pick on?
Who cares?
Who should I pick on?
Me personally, I don't care how much they're on.
How can you not care?
Hold on, no, I don't care.
So how Arsenal Football Club going to sign another star man?
Hold on, let me explain something, yeah?
Let's do this.
Right? I don't really, this thing about he's on this, he's on that, right? players, their agents negotiate their contracts, right? It's not their fault.
It's Arsenal's fault for offering it,
Arsenal have offered him that, right? His agent has sat down with it. He's got the deal, right? All I want to do is see them performing on the pitch. I think, don't get me wrong, he did not have a great game today, but I think it's a bit unfair to pick on him. If you look at the game today, the defenders were very, very poor in the game today. And I'd say Torreira and Xhaka in front of them didn't have the greatest game, right? And the keeper made 2 real big errors in the game. I don't think you've come here and you've just jumped on Ozil. I think, listen, I'm just looking on it and saying it's a bit easy just to pick on him because of the amount of money he's on.
Yeah, but you know why?
But it weren't just him.
But you know why I do that, Rob? How many teams in the Premier League spend over 300k on 2 players? None. So why would Arsenal?
He's saying it's his fault, is it? What do you want him to give it back?
Exactly. So what are we going to do as fans? Yeah. Who are we to move on to get another 300k player in? It's going to have to be the guy on 300k. And with performances like that, he makes it easy for me to come on here and tell him to fuck off. Very easy. Why can't he prove me wrong? These words now, that I'm talking now. Name me an Ozil performance in the last 2 years where he's proved me wrong in a big game.
Even at the weekend, listen, we were losing 1-0 straight off at half time. He gets a goal back.
Look at Bernardo Silva.
And then he gets let down again by the defenders.
Look at Bernardo Silva, man of the match against Tottenham, scored against United today to break the deadlock. To break the deadlock on 150k a week for 6 years.
Stop looking at the money all the time.
I will always talk about wages. I will always talk. Do you know why?
Anyway, let me just ask.
That's football now. You compare wages. You don't compare positions.
No, I'm not comparing wages. Let me just final question. Top 4 through the Premier League, yes or no? Yes or no?
I said no against Palace, Rob. Do you think it's going to change after that?
I don't know.
Nah, it's definitely not going to change. Europa League is our last hope. It's our last hope. But if Chelsea don't get the top 4 spot either, they're going to be more on it than us. And I trust Chelsea to put in a fucking better performance like
Ozil to score the winner in the final.
You know what? Let him fucking do it. Let him do it. Do you get me? I hope so. I hope you do score the winner in the final. And then maybe a club will come in and take you off our hands. You know what I mean?